I fix this stand a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's straighter. Now let's lock that in place. Oh, this is not my favorite stand in the whole world, to be honest. I feel like it just droops. Hold on, let me tighten that. So sorry. If you're catching the replay, I'm sorry about this. I usually... Whoa! Try to make sure this is in the right position before I go live. But again, this is not my favorite stand in the world. Okay. All right. I think that might be good. Okay, so now let me go find comments. Whoops, let's get the volume off on there. And here we go. All right. Still a little high, still a little weird, but we're gonna go with it. All right, so let me see. Where are my comments going to be today? I guess this is the only way I can do it now. Oh, you know what? I usually have my iPad like this. Okay. If you can't tell, this is a bit, that's better, of a last minute decision. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of stuff out here, and I'll come back and I will put in timestamps. So if you're watching the replay, you don't have to deal with all of the just chit chat for no reason. I will do that. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and get going. So I want to share with you guys this stack of cards. I think you guys have seen all of these. I usually stick cards up in my window seal, like when after I make them, I stick them up there. And then when the window seal gets full of the cards, then I take them down and then I'll start all over. And it's just a way for me to enjoy some of the cards that I make. I was finding that, you know, I make a card, I throw it in my card organization, and then I send it out to somebody, and then I never really get to enjoy what I've made. And so this is just a new way for me to do that. And so I wanted to share some of these with you guys as I go through some updates for things that are happening. This one I really loved. This I made during, I think it was a paper party with the rainbow paper. And it's really simple, lots of white space, which, you know, is my favorite. This one I did in a paper party. It was an extra, you know, video. And I did it in the colors of my new website. So my website was getting redesigned, and I just took those colors and then I made a card. And fun fact, when we were making this, one of the people in the party suggested a butterfly going right there. I did not design it with the butterfly there. It was just like all done. And then somebody was like, oh, a butterfly would be really nice, because you guys know I always put bling on my cards. And that butterfly, I was like, that butterfly is everything. I loved the way this turned out. And then this was also a paper party. I think it was one of our videos, maybe. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Elizabeth. And then there was this one, again, with the butterfly paper and that gold. Really fun, right? This one I recently made. Oh, this one I recently made for a tutorial bundle, a design team I'm a part of. I made that one. And then these were last month's gift card mini class. These here. These were fun. This month's mini class And ordering special is a free stamp set and then a card class that goes with it. Again, a mini card class with like 3 cards that we did. And then this was the inspiration for this card. You can see these done in 2 different ways. And this was done with black and white paper. Hey, Candace. This was done with black and white paper, and then this one was done with colorful paper. So, right, like really 2 different ways you can do a card, 2 different designs, and they're both super cute. I love them. So those are just the cards. I have them sitting here on my desk, and I wanted to use them. So the thing that we're going to do today is we're going to make a blue and yellow card. It's going to be a version of this card, but I want to change this up because I'm not terribly happy with it. And I'm going to show you why we're going to make a blue and yellow card. But I have to get my memory keeping album out, which you're like, what? What does memory keeping have to do with making a card? Well, today it has everything to do with it. So I got my print order from Becky Higgins. So I know Elizabeth is here. She's in my membership group. And I got my print orders from Becky Higgins today. And I put a bunch of things in here. And one of the things that I put in here, I just don't want to make anybody mad. So, I mean, if you're in my membership group, you'll see the other layout that's in there, but just for public consumption, I don't want to make anyone angry. Okay. So I have this. This is just a collage that was done. But then on the back of this, I have this. And this is something that I thought was really fun, and just something that was really fun to focus on in this time. I'm not going to go into a whole spiel of stuff. I'm struggling with all of this, and I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm not watching the news. I don't want to hear it. I don't follow anything because I just mentally am not capable of doing it right now. However, I saw this. I was seeing on Instagram a bunch of these cards popping up, and I was like, what are all these blue and yellow cards? And there's a hashtag, Cards for Ukraine, and there was this really nice lady that talked about how as crafters, as people who craft, as people who love crafting, there's oftentimes it feels like there's nothing that you can do. And I felt this. I said to somebody last night, like, who cares about card making? Like, the whole world is on fire. Like, who cares about memory keeping or crafting or card making or any of it? But it really is a therapy for a lot of us, me included. And I screenshot some of these that I just really loved. And I wanted to put them in my Project Life album. And then I wanted to make a blue and yellow card. And I don't think it's going to save the world. I don't think that it needs a big political disclaimer or, I don't need to go on a big political rant about anything. Everybody has their own way of believing and feeling and coping. I just thought it was such a fun thing to flood social media with this hashtag and making these cards. And I just have loved looking at them. And I follow a gal, and I will put her information in the YouTube description below. I cannot pronounce her name, but she is from Ukraine. She actually was here in the US for a long time. She was on a work visa, and she worked for Simon Says Stamps, and she was a designer, and she did a bunch of stuff, and that's how I knew of her. But she has a YouTube channel, and she makes cards. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but she currently is in Ukraine. She's the only person that I am following closely. Like, I've been watching her stories, and I've been going to her Instagram and just seeing what she's been posting. She's the exception to me tuning all of this out. And she's been posting cards through all of this, and it's just been I don't even know the right words, like not interesting, but I don't know, it's just somebody that I'm following. So I printed these, and then I thought it would be fun to make a blue and yellow card. And when I say fun, I don't mean like any disrespect. I get it that there's a lot going on. And I feel like I don't want to talk about it because I don't feel like my opinion is the thing that matters, right? So I was going through some designer paper and cleaning up my stash, and the reason that I was like, oh, I think I'm going to do that and make a blue and yellow card is because I came across these two pieces of blue and yellow paper as I was organizing, and I was like, oh, that would be such a pretty, it reminded me of those cards I had been seeing, and I thought, well, that would be pretty to do. So the first card that I made was this one. And it's going to be similar, but there was just like, there's something about it that I don't really like. Like, I'm not even sure, sorry, you guys. I'm not even sure what it is that I don't like about this, but I want to rework it a little bit. So I have a card base already, and then I'm going to need a trimmer. And these are already cut at 4 1/4. And so what I'm going to do is do a 3-inch and like and then like a 2.5 inch, I think will be enough to cover it. Yeah. And then what I want to do is I think that I want to trim this down. So instead of it being 4 1/4, I think I want to do 3 3/4, and that's going to allow for a border. I think that's how I'm going to try to fix it. And then I got a couple new things. I got this paper, these paper pads. They're just fun. They're called like Ink Drop. Like this is Ink Drop Dusk. And then like this is Ink Drop Candy. Isn't this gorgeous? I just thought it was really pretty. And then this is Ink Drop Vivid. The other thing that would work for this would be Stampin' Up's Ocean Wave paper. Let me grab that. So we have these two. And I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but let me grab it so I can show you maybe what I'm thinking. Okay, so here's the Ocean Wave paper, which this is new paper for Stampin' Up this month. And it kind of has that same feel. It's like this very beautiful. See how pretty that is? Oh, this one's pretty. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not, but. Oh, and then there's yellow. I like the blue. Okay, so let me see. I don't know. I was going to use it as like a background, but I don't really know if that, I'm feeling like maybe that doesn't go. But I could use the blue instead of using this. So let's cut this. I mean, I'm just going to try different things to try to figure out. Sometimes this is what I do. If I do a card design and I really like the pattern, you know, or the layout of the card, but like I feel like there's something that's like weird about it, I'll just try different things. So that's kind of pretty. Maybe let's try that. And then let's try a dark blue. I wonder if I have some scraps of dark blue, like Night of Navy. Or here's Pacific Point. Where does that go? Okay, so let's cut this. 4 inches. by 5 1/4. I'm thinking like I want to pop it up is what I'm thinking. Okay, like maybe if I get some other layers on here. Okay, then we're going to take this ocean paper. It would be perfect for that, Elizabeth. And we're going to take my box here. This is my spray box. And we're going to take some spray glitter in silver. So I'm just using glitter dust. I'm going to go right to my door. I'm still here. I'm still with you guys. But I'm going to spray this outside because it stinks. Okay, this ocean paper with glitter on it is amazing, FYI. Okay. This yellow paper is pretty with it as well. All right. Okay, so let's let that dry. And then this is thick Whisper White cardstock. So I have a little bit of like a not a bend. I mean, it is a bend, but it cracked, which is why typically I don't use. Okay, so the other thing that I did, and I don't need to do this again because I did one, I did two. So what I did is I smushed my Versamark onto this paper, and then I took embossing powder. This is silver sparkly embossing powder. And I just heated up, and I did that twice. And then I was able to cut out a heart. Okay. All right. So still a little tacky. I think it's okay. We're about to find out. And then I have some pretty yellow ribbon I think I could use. And I want the blue to go down first. This ocean paper is pretty. I think it's gorgeous with glitter on it. Okay, make sure I'm on camera here. So then we're just going to give it a slight border. It's still, the glitter is still kind of tacky. I think I'm going to have to hit it with my heat tool. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. So let's just dry this. So with my heat tool, I'm just going to put it on one. I love this. I just recently replaced my heat tool. I had Stampin' Up's old version for years and years and years. And I happened to have a free item and I needed to use the credit. And I thought, well, I'll get a new heat tool. And I love that it has the 1 and the 2 on there. I love that feature. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was tacky. Okay. Not tacky like bad, but like tacky like wet. Okay, so now I know I have yellow ribbon in here. I have this old, I know this is not, we haven't had this ribbon in a while. But it's yellow. It's crushed curry. So it's still a color we have. Oh yeah, the thin ribbon is the way to go. Okay, so let's, from what I recall, this doesn't tie in a bow well though. if I am recalling properly. So let's see. I think it's still, there's still parts of this that's tacky, like where I didn't dry it properly. Yeah, it's like this ribbon is not great for bow tying. I think I might have to do like a fake bow if I want this to be a bow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a fake bow. Okay. So the way we do a fake bow is we do not cut our card base, which I almost just did. In fact, I might have. Did I snip it? No, that's fine. Ooh, the yellow on top and the blue on bottom. Is that proper though? I don't know if there's a proper way to be doing it, but ooh, and because it's still tacky a little bit, that bow, like that ribbon is sticking down. Okay, so let's lift it up over here on this side. You know what? I don't think I need to do a bow. Okay. Now let's put some foam. Right? That will work. I feel like a card needs layers that are popped up. I mean, I guess unless you're making like a 1-layer card, which I'm not great at. I always like want a layer popped up. Okay. I have to make a decision. Does it matter? Like, does the yellow, I don't want to offend anybody. Like, I already feel like really self-conscious making this video because I feel like somebody's going to get mad at what I'm doing. Okay, it looks like people have done both from just the screenshots that I got. It looks like some people have done up top, some people have done on the bottom. So I don't think I'm at risk of offending anybody. Well, I mean, let's not go that far, right? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Okay. And I totally put it too far down, and I really don't think it can come up. Nope. Nope, it's down. So I didn't center that the greatest. Okay, so then for the sentiment, if you guys are squirmy about stamps that get cut, you might not want to watch this. I mean, I already cut it, so you don't have to look at it, but I took this stamp set here. This is the Blossoms in Bloom, and there's this one right here that says Thinking of You, but I wanted it all in one line, so I just cut it. So we have Of You, and in Night of Navy, that's what we're going to use for the sentiment. And we're just going to, I got to get right over it. I don't know if you can still see or if my head is in the way. If either of those things are happening, I apologize. Okay. I specifically wanted a clear stamp so that I could, you know, be looking through it to stamp on this little thin piece. And I did do it really far over to the edge, but really it doesn't really matter because it just basically fits on that little strip, and that's from the rectangle stitched dies. So now I want to do the same thing where I put this on here. Or I mean, I guess I could, I don't have to put it right in the middle. Where did my silver heart go? This is how I did the other one. But maybe I don't need to do that for this one. Like maybe I do it like this. I feel like it has to overlap a little bit. Let's get the other one and let's see. Let's compare. So there's this one. Oh, you know what would be really pretty too, Elizabeth, are these rhinestones. Would be pretty for your ocean layouts. Maybe I need to do like an ocean layout with that paper. So I feel like that looks weird. I feel like doing it right over the ribbon, like, then what's the point of having the ribbon? But I also feel like that's naturally where it should go, is like in between. Now I'm not sure. What about like the heart here? And then the thinking of you down here. Or what about in the middle, thinking of you? I'm thinking like maybe up. It needs to be up. So let's go ahead and add adhesive. So I covered this whole thing with adhesive. And then I feel like on this one, I put a dimensional, but like a dimensional only fit right in the middle. And I feel like it makes it wobbly. Also, anybody watching that special on Hulu, The Dropout with Elizabeth Holmes? So I am like fascinated by people. I love to like people watch, and I love like, it's so interesting to me, like things like that, like with Elizabeth Holmes. If you don't know like who she is or what the deal is, just Google her. It's a big thing. But I just am like fascinated by those kinds of stories, and I've like watched a couple documentaries about her. And I watched the Hulu special, The Dropout, which is about Elizabeth Holmes, yesterday. And it was like, I'm pretty hooked. I watched the first 4 episodes, and then is somebody here? Andrew? Yeah? Come here. Is that just Violet outside? What? Is that just Violet outside? Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought one of your friends was here. Thanks. So I've watched the first 4 episodes, and it's pretty interesting. I'm trying to get this straight. Okay. Just commit. Just commit. Just do it. Okay. And of course, I just ordered the bundle. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth. Oh, that's funny. They will be perfect for your photos. I mean, I've seen your photos, so I know they'll be perfect. And then we'll put a couple. I don't know if these are going to really stick down with that glitter that's on there. I don't know how well those are going to stick. I might get lucky and like they might stick well because it's still kind of tacky a little bit. But we'll do that. And then I wonder, see, I don't know if I like that. Maybe let's do it here. And then we'll do 3 over here as well. Yeah, I like that. And I'll just press that down. Okay, so I think I like that a lot better. Okay, so you guys tell me which one you like better, this one here or this one. And then that one's popped up. I feel like I always feel like I need something to cover the seam. You know, if there's like a seam right there, I always feel like I need something to cover it, to like tie it together. But I think I like that a lot better. And this ocean paper, it's really gorgeous. I don't know, can you guys see the glitter from that? It's really pretty. And the silver is glittery, and that embossing powder is Sterling Sparkle embossing powder by Brutus Monroe. That's what this embossing powder is. And when you heat set it, you're almost like, oh, all the sparkle went away, but it doesn't. It's still there. Still there quite a bit. Oh yeah, you can see it in the thing. So yeah, I like this one that I made better. So that is like how I first designed this one thinking like that was my idea, like the 2 colors, the small heart, and then the sentiment. That was my original idea. And then once I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't know. I think I can do it better. I was nervous to put the, I don't think that this paper and this paper would have looked good mounted on colored cardstock because these are so solid. But because I used this ocean paper and it has a variation of color, I think that helped with the matting it with the color on the back. So I'll have a project sheet for you guys later with this. I've got to go and get Kayla from school. So I have to do that. I'm not used to doing that. I don't usually do pickup. So I have to do that. When I get back, I will do a project sheet for you guys, and I will link that in the YouTube description, and then it will be on my blog post today. And I hope that you guys are doing well and hanging in there. I will hopefully have a video for you guys on Friday. My kids are off on spring break this week. Well, the 2 little ones, I guess they're not little. They're like, 10 and 13. That's not little anymore. But they are home for spring break, and Esau started his new job yesterday, and it's going really well. He's really happy there, and it was so weird for him to come home last night from work. Well, it was weird for him to go to work. He's been off work for 6 weeks, but then it was weird for him to go to work. And then he came home and he was just home. And typically when he was driving the tow truck, when he would come home, he was on call. So he could have to leave at a moment's notice. He did. He left all the time. Like he'd get a call and he would leave. And last night I kept saying to him, like, it's so weird you're home from work and you don't have to go anywhere. Like we could totally go do something, like, and not worry about it. So there's some adjustment. We're adjusting. I'm adjusting. But he loves it. And we're so thankful that he has a job. Like, we're just so thankful that that worked out and that he's doing something completely new in a totally different field. And he's really enjoying it. And it was nice. It was raining here this morning, and I wasn't worried about him being out in a tow truck or being out in the weather. So thank you guys for all of your kind thoughts and prayers and good vibes and checking in and, checking in on how things are doing and commenting. I so very much appreciate it. And like I said, I'm so, so thankful that he is back to work, and we'll get to settle into a new routine, hopefully, in the next few weeks. So thanks, guys, and I will catch you again on Friday. That's when I will have another post for you, another video, and I am going to, I might be able to do this. So I don't know. I might have to take out. It might be a little bit of a messy end, but we'll just try this. So thanks, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you this weekend.